Today, we're looking at Super Empire Strikes Back for the Super Nintendo. Super Empire Strikes Back was released on the Super Nintendo by JVC in 1993. In this action-packed sequel to Super Star Wars, your rebel forces must navigate the ice world of Hoth, face and probe droids, ice monsters, and Imperial walkers. Test your skills and learn the ways of the Force to remain the Alliance's only hope. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us the channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, is Super Empire Strikes Back worth playing today? Here is our review of Super Empire Strikes Back for the Super Nintendo. The rebels are going through a difficult period. Imperial forces had chased the rebellious forces across the galaxy and forced them from their hiding base despite the destruction of the Death Star. On the far-off ice world of Hoth, a group of courageous resistance fighters under the leadership of Luke Skywalker have created a new covert base in order to escape the terrifying Imperial Starfleet. In this quest to track down young Skywalker, Darth Vader has sent thousands of remote probe droids across the cosmos. This story is told by cutscenes and they're done pretty good. The controls are about the same as the first game. However, there are some small changes. Use the now standard double jump instead of holding up and jump to get higher. To choose a desired force power, press the select button to bring up your force menu, then press L or R. As for the weapons, they are the same as in the first game. Luke begins with his saber, and it's better to use the lightsaber until you obtain a few gun upgrades, which are much more limited in this game. The character select screen has been eliminated in this game. The character for the game chooses for you at the beginning of the stage is the most suitable one. Luke comes first, followed by Han, therefore the last is Chewie. Now each character gets a unique power of their own, making them somewhat more distinct. Naturally, Han is able to throw and pick up explosives, Luke has the Jedi powers, and Chewbacca has a special maneuver that hits both sides, useful when they're frequently surrounded. The bosses are enormous and challenging. They are mostly from the movies such as the Imperial probe droids, Boba Fett, and finally Darth Vader himself. They're not impossible to beat, but some would definitely give you a challenge. Finally, the levels from Mode 7 are back, such as the Battle of Hoth and the sequences where the Falcon escapes into the asteroid field. The basic idea behind them is the same. After eliminating a predetermined number of enemies, proceed to the next assignment. LucasArts used the capabilities of the Super Nintendo to create the graphics, much as they did in the gameplay. The outcome is a stylish blend of traditional sprite design with computer-generated imagery. All of the game's objects are identifiable, and the backgrounds and levels are extremely realistic. Luke, Han, Leia, and Chewie have been slightly changed to more closely resemble their movie counterparts, while their other enemies are still mostly the same. There are several minor details and backgrounds in the landscapes, which are really well done. The bosses take up the majority of the screen. For the most part, everything went smoothly. However, there are a slight lag when there are a lot of enemies and weapons fired on the screen. Now the soundtrack was done really nice in this game, just like the first game. I think the soundtrack is much better in this game. All the music in this game was really well done, and the music fits each level perfectly. You can easily identify each piece of music that plays, from the Imperial March to the Battle of Hoth. The sound effects like the first game are really good also. From the blasters to the lightsabers noises, Super Empire Strikes Back has a wide variety of sounds. No matter what level you are on, it makes a significant contribution to the atmosphere. For instance, in the Dagobah stages, there are weird noises coming from all the creatures, including birds chirping when you are playing as Luke in the dark jungles of the Dagobah system. The sounds of the water splashing is fantastic when you plunge into a sea or cesspool. Additionally, the blaster sounds respectable, the movements are natural, and the lightsaber sounds really good. There are some voice clips of Yoda and Darth Vader that sounds good also. So, is Super Empire Strikes Back worth playing today? Super Empire Strikes Back is still a really incredible game. Everything has been improved from the first Star Wars game. From the gameplay, to the graphics, to the sound effects, this just feels like a better game. The game is challenging like the first game. In fact, I think it's a little more challenging, but in a good way. The gameplay is still a lot of fun, but I wish that you could still switch between characters at the beginning of each level, like the first game. I think that just adds more replay value. Overall, I did have a lot of fun with this game and I would still highly recommend this. Super Empire Strikes Back for the Super Nintendo is getting a 9.5 out of 10. What did you think about Super Empire Strikes Back for the Super Nintendo? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here in the next episode. Have a great day.